Hi and welcome to my PlayHouse. And today this is kind of a follow-up video to the video I did last week with the IBM 3650 Model 3, where I made the memory unbalanced and saw what effect that had on some memory tests. And the test that I did on my video rendering project is really the one that I think shows the best what I lose with unbalanced memory. But I had some really good questions in the comments. What is the difference between the different memory speeds? This server has it has 3 memory banks, and you get the best performance if you put one memory block. Have a memory block here. If you start by putting one memory block in each of the banks, that's max performance. If you put one more in each of the banks, the memory frequency goes down a notch, and if you put in one more in each bank, it goes down even one more notch. I wanted to test that today. A lot of the comments was also about that I shouldn't have VMware laying in between as a layer between the bare metal and the OS, and well, that's the scenario that I wanted to test. I always put in VMware there as a virtualization layer, so I'm gonna keep that in because that's how I use the servers. So if I test this on bare metal, I will get bad results, not the results that I can use on my day-to-day basis. So what we will be seeing here is what the virtual machine will be presented with on the bare metal, but with VMware as a hypervisor in the middle. So I'm going to be changing out some RAMs, and we'll go into that. Okay, I've turned off the server, got it open here, and I've found that I haven't enough memory blocks of this type, and I really do want all the memory blocks to be 100% alike when doing these tests. So I'm going to be taking out all of these memory blocks. I'm just missing like 3 of them to make this test, but well, don't want to mess it up with different brands of memory blocks. I have enough of these. These are 8 gigabytes. They're PC3 10600R, and they are all IBM branded, so they should be pretty good. And they have another brand down here. So, well, I'm gonna start by filling up the server 100% and see where that brings us. Server is now on again, and we're ready to power this up. Okay, the server has booted and fully populated. This server is now equipped with 144 gigabytes of RAM. Well, it still has the 2 CPUs, 2 X5650, and they run at, where did my colors go? It runs at 2.67 gigahertz. So let's go to the computer and see how it performs. Right now the memory speed should be 800 megahertz. Okay, I've been preparing here at the computer, and the host is on here. All the right numbers are there, and I've turned on this test machine that I put there last time. And I have a screen open here, and I even have the performance test of the memory to run. So let's just run the memory test. Test all the memory there. Shouldn't take long. There we are.
And I'll just write all of that down and make sure to put them in some kind of a spreadsheet so that we can see afterwards how this works. I'm gonna be starting the video render thing as well. I've made a note of all of this, so I'm gonna shut that down. Shut that down. And here I have my video project, so I'm gonna be opening that one and killing this one. And what is this? Telling me that it's not using the graphics card, which is perfect because we are not going to be doing that. And this was the video, the first video of 2016, which is an introduction to my PlayHouse. So if you haven't seen that, you should go back and check that out. It's number 287. So let's render that out. Probably need to delete it first. Right, temp. Yeah, there it is. Delete that so that we don't get into trouble with that one. So make movie and save it to disk and temp and advanced and my template. Yeah, re-encoding it in HD. This footage was filmed in 4K, so everything is being re-encoded. So render that. And this is a real live test, so it will take at least an hour and probably 1.5 hours, something like that. So I'll get back to you in 1.5 hours. And I'll uncheck this one because otherwise I have to be there at exactly the right time to see what time it took. Okay, we're done. I just caught it at exactly the right time. 1 hour, 18 minutes and 8 seconds. Nice. I'll put that into the spell sheet and go reconfigure the server for having a balanced memory, but one less block per memory bank. So now we are going from 18. Yeah, that is 18, right? Yeah, we're going from 18 blocks and down to 12 blocks. So have made a spell sheet here. There we are. And I'll put that in here. 1 hour, 18 minutes. And what was it? 8 seconds. 08. Cool. Okay, the server is off and I'm gonna be removing some of the RAM now to clear the last memory block that we have put into each of the banks. We are gonna be taking that out again. From processor number 1 here, we're going to be taking out number 1, 4 and 7. And number 1 is this one. Oops. 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. This one. From processor number 2, which is underneath here. You can just see it a little bit right there. I'm going to be taking out number 10, number 13 and number 16. And back with the plastic and on with the server. Okay, the server is back on again and up here on the screen. That means that we now have 96 gigabytes of memory. So let's go start the test again. And while I'm at it, I just been looking at my statistics and I see that I have to remind you to press like to the video. So please, if you like, please like. The server is back into VMware now. Now we see 96, 8, gigabytes of memory right here. And let's go to the server. I have booted that. And let's just run the memory test, all of it, and have that come out with some result. Back here I have a spreadsheet where I'm gonna plot that in. I took the 800 megahertz and put it at the very end because I am expecting that one to be the slowest. So yeah, 1467. That's a bit better than before, but I'll put those in and we will go and reconfigure this again. I almost forgot to run this test, but of course I need to do that too. And this took 1 hour and 7 minutes and 18 seconds. That's a bit faster than last time I did this test. I'll have to put that in here. 1 hour, 7 minutes, 18 seconds. Right about there. Let's see, close that. Close. Last time it took 1 hour and 11 minutes with the kind of the same configuration, but well, it has eaten 3 minutes. I don't know where they went. Okay, the server is off now, so we're gonna remove some more RAM so that we get down to just having one memory block in each of the banks, which is the fastest configuration this server can use. So the next blocks to take out is the number 2 in each of the banks. So that will be number 2, 5 and 8 for processor number 1, 11, 14 and 17. So that's this one, that's number 17, 14 and that one. So now we should have reduced the server to 48 gigabytes of RAM and the fastest possible. Server is back up and running and we have 48 gigabytes of RAM. So now we should be running at a clock frequency of 1.333 gigahertz of the RAM. So that's going to be exciting to see if that performs or how much that performs better. Okay, the server has booted again. Now we have 48 gigabytes right here. It says 49. It's very generous. And I've started the program here, and let's start the memory test also. All the memory, test that. Okay, I have that result. I'll put that into the spreadsheet and move on to the next test. Okay, the program is ready here. We're gonna start rendering the movie again for the last time. I'm very excited. I've been typing down the memory, the results of the last memory test here, and they didn't look like they had improved any. They look like they have gone a little bit backwards. So I'm gonna be very excited to see how this test turns out. Be right back in an hour or so. 1 hour, 8 minutes and 9 seconds. That's actually not that good. Let's see what we have. This one. Let's put it up here. 1 hour, 8 minutes, 9 seconds. So that's the result. It's rather slow at 800 megahertz, but it actually does really well at this 1.033 gigahertz or 1033 megahertz. That seems to be working really nicely. And it actually seems that, well, it's not doing quite as good when I take out the memory. Well, this one should have been the fastest one, but it's not. So that's a bit of a stranger to me. So if you know what's going on there, do put it in the comments. I would have expected that to go down a couple of minutes again. Instead it goes up 1 minute and 10 seconds. That's weird. That was a bit odd. I had predicted that it would be faster when it would be able to run 1.333 gigahertz
but instead it was a little bit slower. I might have been doing something wrong, but well, I have no idea right now. So please leave in the comments why you think this isn't working. And just to clear that, if anyone asks what memory this is, how do I get this to focus on the block and not on me? These are the DIMMs. See the other one over there. Autofocusing cameras are really smart when that's what you need, but when you need it to focus on something like this, it kind of sucks. So, well, thank you very much for watching my videos. Do remember to like the video if you like the video, and do subscribe to my channel so that you can see me again, and have a really nice day. Bye bye.